Thanks for your patience. All right, you guys, welcome, welcome. We're super excited that you're here. I'm going to go through this slideshow. My name's Wandishin, and when I got started, well, actually, when I was introduced to the drops, um, I what you see here on this screen is exactly what I had every single one of these symptoms, with the exception of acne. I have had that as an adult. Oh my gosh, sorry. I'm not gonna worry about it. I have had that as an adult before, but I had every symptom here. I'm 54 years old. I was introduced to the drops last May, so May of 2024. And what I experienced is, so what happened, I'll tell you just a smidgen of my story. I've had a lot of health challenges for about the last 20 years. And so I've tried so many things. I've taken really high-end products like nutraceuticals from my doctors. I've done all the things. And I have 5 kids. I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's about 16 years ago. My last child came. I did not know that I could get pregnant at age 46. I didn't think I could have any more kids. And guess what? She came along and she's amazing. But I never was able to, like, I released some weight right when she was born, and then and then I gained it all back. And I weighed as much as when I gave birth to her. And I had always been someone that could, like, exercise and eat healthy and like, you know, maintain a healthy weight. I was pre-diabetic, um, Hashimoto's. I also had some other autoimmune conditions and was not able to release weight. I'll show you a picture of myself later, but and then all these other symptoms. Within 3 months of being on the drops, plus eating from our approved food list, which is just a low glycemic index food list, I was no longer pre-diabetic, and I'm now down 20 pounds. I still have a significant amount to release, but it is amazing the difference of these little drops. So we're glad you're here.
And are you able to hit slideshow so we can see in the bigger view?
Well, I did that and then it popped back. So I'm not sure why it's not cooperating. I had done that and then it popped back. I don't know. Um, so, um, so Partner.co is the name of our company, and that's where the drops come from. And we're actually in over 50 countries around the world, which is really amazing. So here in the United States, the drops are homeopathic. In Canada, the UK, Australia, Europe, different, like Japan, the drops are an herbal blend, and that's just due to health regulations in different parts of the world. So I'm going to touch on a couple other things, and then we're going to hear some testimonials. So what I love here is that all of our drops, all of our products, that they fall into these different categories that you see here. Okay. So whether it's you're looking to balance the hormones, or you need more energy, or collagen, or stress support, gut health, reducing inflammation, each one of these categories, we have products that meet all of these needs. We just actually launched an incredible product that's better than collagen. And and it just launched a couple of days ago. I've been using it for about 7 weeks now. And each one of these categories is a multi-billion-dollar industry alone by itself. So our products actually represent a trillion-dollar industry. It's very exciting. So this is Dr. Ray Strand. He is our chief medical officer. He went to the University of Colorado for medical school. He has been practicing medicine for years, and he is really passionate about, focusing on lifestyle. before focusing on lifestyle before you focus on medication. We need medication. He's an MD and he's a practicing physician still. He's turns 80 this year, but he's very passionate about that. And so I love that. And that actually came as a result of his wife having a lot of health issues. And she said, can I try some high-end supplementation? And he said, well, of course, like nothing worked for her from the medical perspective, from the MD perspective. And so they went that route. I actually met her over the weekend. She's absolutely lovely, but they are incredible. And that really inspired him to align with a company that was because of the shift he saw in her personal health. He became very passionate about teaching, exercise, water, sleep, a low glycemic food index, and all of these things. And so what we're going to talk about, all of our products, they're incredible, and we have so many clinicals and everything's tested. But what we're going to talk about is that these drops are different. And why are they different? You're going to be able to release weight. If you have weight to release, you're going to be able to release weight twice as fast than diet alone. There are these two little bottles right here, and they're clinically proven, they're doctor recommended, they're natural, they're safe, they're effective, they're hormone free and stimulant free, which is really important. One of the things that happens with the drops is that it's going to help balance your foundational hormones. What are those? It's going to be insulin, thyroid, cortisol, ghrelin, and leptin. For me, I call it food noise my whole entire life until I started using this product. What does that mean? That is when you are thinking about food, like you're finishing your food for lunch and you're thinking about your next thing that you're going to eat. It's like all consuming. That's food noise. That means those foundational hormones are actually out of balance. So what the drops do is they actually help you to crave healthy foods, real foods, not processed foods. The drops are going to help curb appetite if that's out of balance for you. If you don't have that problem, it's people who don't need to lose weight, they don't lose weight. But those of us that do need to lose weight, that is one of the basically the benefits. It's going to increase your energy, increases your metabolism. It's going to help boost your mood and support your thyroid, stabilize blood sugar, like I talked about already. So what this is a low glycemic food list. We take our liquid discipline before that's what we call the drops, before our three biggest meals. And like I said, what's going to happen is you're going to see some shifts, and your cravings are going to be, and I wouldn't even call them cravings, but it's like you desire to eat the healthy foods. It's going to be lean meats, healthy fats, and vegetables, and then some fruit. And it really is, it's actually, all it is that you have to plan, and be prepared, right? And then we recommend a lot of water, getting your rest. So now I'm going to, I'd love for Dana Park, are you available to share?
Yes, I am. Hello.
Hey, hello. I'm going to pop over to your slide. Um, I would love for you to share about the drops. Can you see the picture
Okay.
of you, Dana?
Yes, I can.
Okay, great.
So, good evening, everyone. My story started somewhat like Anne's. I was really having some health challenges. I had been working with a wellness coach, though, trying to balance my sex hormones, right? Your estrogen, your progesterone, and your testosterone. And so I've been working with a health coach for about 2 years, and she kept telling me, as soon as I balanced my hormones, that I would start feeling better, and then the weight would start to come off because I was doing everything else right. Meaning I was exercising, I was logging, counting my calories, counting my macros. And yet after about 18 months of being 100% following this program, I wasn't releasing any weight. So the drops were introduced to me. I had a friend who knew I was struggling and said, I found these drops, why don't you give them a try? And I was like, okay, sure. Because at this point, I really had lost hope. I was the girl hiding behind the camera, the girl that takes a selfie because she would never want anyone to see her take your whole body. You're always trying to hide in the back for your group pictures, those kind of things. And it had been going on for some time. So I started taking the drops. I got a text message. It told me how to do it. And I just started doing it. I didn't open the book. I didn't read anything because I didn't think it was going to work. And then people messaging me, and Stacey Woodford was one of them checking in on me. And I'm like, yep, feeling pretty good. I got this huge burst of energy. I was sleeping amazing. And I was just like feeling really good. The scale wasn't moving, but the inches were, right? So then after a few weeks, I was down like 7.5 inches and 5 pounds. And I was like, whoa, my inches are moving. So I continued, I obviously opened up the booklet, really learned and understood, and I recognized that I was actually insulin resistant and metabolically dysfunctional, meaning my body was not able to process insulin correctly. I think Anne, you had a similar challenge, right? We were pre-diabetic, right? So our bodies were not doing what they were supposed to be doing. So I was eating 100% by the food plan. In 6 months, down 25 pounds, 20 inches. My cholesterol was back into the normal range, so I didn't have to go on a cholesterol medicine. My A1C was normal again, and I had been pre-diabetic for a few years, and they were talking about putting me on medicine. So that all to be said, went to my doctor. She was super excited with my blood work. My wellness coach also was super inspired by and she signed up as a brand partner and is actually sharing the drops with all of her clients and having amazing success herself. She's actually lost 52 pounds. I don't know if I told you that story, Anne.
Oh my gosh, no, please tell us.
Yeah, so she's down 52 pounds, and taking the drops. And so it's just really incredible what our bodies can do when we give them what they need naturally. So I'm coming up on my 1 year mark here on the drops. I started late September last year. I'm down 30 pounds and 23 inches now.
All right,
So
we need a new picture, Dana.
I know, I know. I don't like pictures. I can't believe these ones are out there, but I will do that for you this month, Anne.
Well, I'm so proud of you. You look amazing. And I just saw you in person. And I do think that, like, I think I can tell more in your face, like when I saw you in person,
Hmm.
as opposed to this picture that it's even more, right?
Yeah,
Um, so
yeah.
it's really exciting. And, as someone like both of us, right? We both were pre-diabetic, right? Or, I
Hmm.
was pre-diabetic, had a high A1C, but
Hmm.
like being in that position where you can't move, like it doesn't matter what you do,
Hmm.
you can't move the needle. It is
Yeah.
really frustrating. And I even had people in my life say, I can't believe you're still trying. Like, because, they didn't have that struggle and they saw how hard I was trying. And they're like, I can't
Mhm.
believe we're still trying. And I know, and I had gotten to a point where I was kind of like, yeah, I kind of can't believe I'm still trying too. Right? You know?
Yeah.
So it's very defeating. And I'm just so proud of you for not just doing this, but you really have done so well with taking care of yourself and, you know, just doing the do with the product and honestly also helping others to get healthier. So I know you're really passionate about doing that. So I really appreciate you, Dana.
Thank you, Anne.
Thank you. All right. So I would love for the next person I'd love to share is my friend Marla. Marla, are you there?
I'm here.
All right. Can we see, do you see
Pictures.
your picture? I know. So
Ugh.
Marla's really brave. She and Dana are really brave. And I'm really proud of you because I just have pictures of my face because I was not brave. But you
Very
are
brave.
incredible. And So I would love for you to share about like why you chose the drops, why you're using the drops, why did you start selling the drops? Like I know you've been really passionate for many years about health and wellness and basically like balancing, the body naturally. You've been really focused on that for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, so my story, my long story really quick. When I was pregnant with my son, I put on 70 pounds. Like it all came out of normal or out of nowhere. I was like that till he was 4. When I was 30, I went on a journey, lost the weight like this. I was 220, got down to 140. I've had no problem keeping this weight off. In the meantime, I became a certified personal trainer. I mean, like the gym is my home. Lifting weights is my home. And I just continued to do it, not changing anything. About 2.5 years ago, I was going through some knee surgeries as well. I had a total knee that went bad and had 4 other surgeries. But during all of this, perimenopause hit, and it was like one day I woke up, and it's just so hard sometimes. I had a muffin top out of like nowhere. Like my boyfriend called my stomach a drum. I was ripped, I was all the things, and woke up like this picture on the left. No matter what I did, I cut my calories, I added protein, I lifted more, I did more cardio, stopped doing cardio. The weight wouldn't come off. I started researching hormones. I became a certified hormone coach and perimenopause coach. But still, no matter what I did, the scale wouldn't move. My clothes just fit like every day they fit worse. I would not wear shorts. I was embarrassed that, here I am. I'm a coach and a personal trainer, and I can't make the scale move. Even with knowing about the hormones, it's trying to balance the insulin and the cortisol is hard. So my friend Charmin, my beautiful friend, messaged me about the drops, and I'm like, no, I don't want anything. I don't want anything else. I'm unlike anybody else. She messaged me before I think she started posting, so I didn't see the post, but I was just, I don't want, no, and I let her go. And then she messaged me again, and I think I told her no 2 or 3 times, and then she told me her story. Like, if you're in this, tell your story. Her story to me was so powerful because it was dealing with the hormones that I'm like, okay. I'll try. So before I did, Charmin got me on the phone with Anne and Janine, and I think that just that call completely turned me around and changed my mind, but I still wasn't going to sell them. I was going to try them. I ordered just a box for me to try and watched and waited and decided after kind of, like watching all of the transformations, like, okay, this is something that I think I just need to give it a shot. My drops came, started using them. My boyfriend, who is an anesthesiologist who takes nothing, like he will take an aspirin if he's got a headache, ibuprofen maybe, but takes nothing. Asked me about the drops, looked at the drops. He started taking the drops, like shocked me. Stole mine to take him to work. But anyway, I was a little shocked after 3 weeks. I took my measurements, and this picture in the hat was my 3 week picture. It's like I could not get rid of the bloating to save my life. My bloating is down. I was down 12 pounds in this picture, 8 inches. I haven't done it since. We're doing tile in my house. I don't even know where my scale is right now. But it was crazy. I didn't change a thing because I eat healthy and I work out all the time. I was just completely shocked when I took these pictures and put them side by side that I had lost that bloating in my belly. I still have fat to lose. But it's crazy the effect that these drops have had. My energy. My boyfriend, it was like a weekend, and he 3 o'clock in the afternoon brought me a cup of coffee. I didn't ask. I'm like, what? I didn't ask for this. And he was so used to me having coffee at 3 o'clock in the afternoon because I was so tired that it was just like automatic. And so I don't have coffee in the afternoon. I've got so much energy. I don't know that anybody knows what to do with me and all my energy anymore. But it's changed so many things. So that's why I talk to so many women who struggle with this hormone issue. And I just want to tell the world that they need to be on them and be on them for life.
Yeah, absolutely. And Marla, one of the things I would love for you to do is to do a side by side like selfie because I don't think you've done that yet.
I haven't. I need to do, I
Um,
need to go back and find one.
yeah, go back and find one because one of the things you guys that we noticed, and I'm gonna share a picture with you of myself because of this is me. So remember how I said I was introduced to the drops in May of 2024. This is me on the left, May of 2024. It was literally Mother's Day. My son had graduated from college the day before. And then the picture on the right was September 9th. So it was last Tuesday, if I'm doing my days right. And so I'm down 20 pounds. My A1C is in the normal range. I'm no longer pre-diabetic. I get my labs done every 3 months. All of my labs look great. My doctor's so impressed with how healthy my body is. But what I want you to see is that one of the reasons, so when, let's say you're going to start on the drops, or maybe you've been on the drops and you're like, oh, I haven't done that yet. I want you to measure your body with a tape measure. I kind of feel like it's even more important than the scale. And then weigh yourself if you haven't already. If you don't have a scale, don't worry about it. Just do the tape measure. But the other thing that I want you to do is I want you to find a selfie or take a selfie today of yourself, of just your face. And then do it again, like, 2 weeks in, a month in, 2 months in, 3 months in, and it really takes 4 to 6 months for the body to balance. So I've had, like I've talked about, a lot of health issues. And what I love is that these drops, they work, but we have to give them time to work. So I'm going to go back to her little slideshow, and I'm just going to go through these. Oh, wrong thing. Oh, wrong thing. Sorry. Oh my gosh, it's Monday, and we just got back from our convention where I did not get a lot of sleep. So maybe it's showing up today. I apologize. But I'm just gonna go through these slides real quick because and just touch on them. Like, this is a personal trainer. She's always worked out. This was her on the left after she had her child. And the drops were like the key to helping balance her body because she already ate healthy like Marla. She already worked out like Marla. And what does she need to do? She needed the drops to help. And she still uses them because they help so much with her mood. And she actually makes more from her drop business than from her very successful gym. This is Ursula, mom of 6. Just wanted to earn a little bit of extra, pay for her drops and earn a little bit of extra while she was busy on the ball fields and got healthier while she was doing it. The drops are for men and women. This is Alan, and I love just how healthy and vibrant people look. Look at Misty. I mean, not only, wow, look at the belly pictures at the bottom, but look at her skin. The left is the before, the right is the after. Look at the glow that she has. The product really is incredible. And this is someone that she wanted to get healthier, and she wanted to get leaner because of a fitness competition, but she chose the drops, which is a healthy way to do that. And she won, but she did it in a way that was healthy, and that's so, so awesome. Dr. Crystal Vance, I actually just talked with her yesterday at the end of our convention. She's released over 160 pounds. She struggled with an autoimmune disease her whole life. And the thing that's really cool is that she's not had one skin surgery. One of the other products that she takes is called Venali, and that product helps to like tighten everything up. So she's never had, I mean, you guys, 160 pounds. She weighs 130 pounds now. She's kept it off for 7 years. And that's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. And she was telling me yesterday she doesn't take the drops every day. Her body's so balanced, but she recognizes she's very in tune, and she recognizes when she needs the drops, and she just adds them back in when she needs. I always have them on hand. I add them back, take them when I need to, and but I just think it's amazing because they really do balance the body. And so when your body's balanced, you're going to release the unwanted weight. If you're still holding on to, like for me, it's taken longer. Why? Because I've had some other challenges that my body needs to work on. But as you can see, it's all ages, men and women. Ashley, I just saw her over the weekend as well. She is incredible. And she's one of the people that actually, she's on the right. She's one of the people that helped develop our system of growth that we use on social media. So, you have an option. You can get your drops for $167 from your brand partner and pay retail. That's one option that you have. The next option you have is you can become a preferred customer. It's a subscription account. And what you do there is you just sign up and you're going to get 15% off. You just sign up for a subscription just like you would with Amazon, okay? Or another retailer. And you're going to get 15% off. It's going to ship straight to your door. The next option you have is you can become a brand partner. It's $29.95. It's a one-time fee. There's no renewal required, and you're going to get 30% off of your product. And some bundles are even more than 30%, which is awesome. Should you just want to get your product at a discount, the bundle that I recommend is our oh, I skipped this part. Sorry. You're basically we get a replicated site and awesome back office, marketing tools to share. But the package that I recommend is it's a 4-pack. So it's $371. You can sell all 4 boxes if you wanted to and pay back your investment of $371 and make a profit of $297. Or you can sell 3 of them, keep one for yourself and get that one for free. Or you can just keep all 4 and make sure you're focused on doing that 4-month reset. So that's an option. The other option that you have is what I chose to do. It's what Marla eventually chose to do, and Dana. And that is, turning your social media into a profit, turning into presenting something out there to people for good, right? And that is teaching them about how there are holistic options to bring the body back into balance. And that's what all these people have done. And these are all the amount of drops that they've sold. So my friend Ashley, who was in a couple slides back, she helped develop our system of growth that we use. We use it in an app called Boards. You don't have to be a digital creator. Everything is there for you that you post, and we teach you how to do it so that the Facebook algorithm is working in your favor and people will come to you. It's attraction marketing, and it really is phenomenal. I've never seen anything like it. So should you decide to do that, you have a couple more options. One is you can get a 10-pack. That is going to cost $880. Sell all 10 boxes. You're going to collect $1,670. You pay back that investment of $880. You're going to profit $790. The next option is a fantastic option, and that is our 30-pack. With the 30-pack, it's going to cost you $2,499. You're going to collect $5,010, pay back your investment of $2,400, and you're going to profit $2,511. What this does is it also puts with this company, we have this opportunity to establish our business level of what we get paid at. We have that opportunity within the first 4 weeks of being with the company. And what the 30-pack does is it puts us immediately on day 1 at top pay. And what that does is it secures for life 30% upfront income for life. And so, let's say someone's like, they're thinking, well, okay, maybe I'll do the 30-pack. And this is the thing, we want you to get in where you fit in. But the other thing is that let's say you start with a 30-pack. What we are going to do is we're going to teach you that board system right away so that the goal would be is that by the time that box gets to you of the 30 pack, you're going to have 15 of those paid off, or you're going to have 15 of those money collected for those. So then that way you literally pay off your investment by the time that product gets to your door, and the rest is profit. And that's what's super incredible here. We would love for you guys to partner with us. I am going to share a couple of more. I was going to share one more picture with you because I do want just to show you another picture of, it's not going to go to that. Another picture of, I was going to show you a picture of my husband because he has had great results, and I like to share this because I feel like you can see what he took the drops and the renew. So when I started seeing a huge difference, I put him on the drops plus the renew, which is a product that stimulates the HGH to start producing again in the body naturally. And this was the picture on the left was March of 2024. He started on our products July 1, 2024. Picture on the right is October 2024. So he released 15 pounds, but also just like his skin is glowing. He like everything's tighter, like that's why I love looking at people's faces, is because you see how that inflammation leaves the body. And it's fantastic. And we did have a couple of new products that launched over the weekend, and I actually had the pleasure of using one of them, or yeah, one of the two, and that is I got to use the Everglow, and I just put some pictures together. I was going to show you that just now. Hold on. Sorry, everything's not popping up right for me. Here we go. So this is me on the left. Just literally, let's see, I wrote down the dates. I think it was like, so anyway, it was basically the picture on the left was into July. Picture on the right, like I said, was last week. So it was 6 weeks that I was using the product. And you can see a difference in my face. I actually also released weight during that time. You can tell a difference with that too. But it's not collagen. We could say that it's better than collagen. It's an incredible product. And so if you're interested in that, get with the person who invited you on, or we can stop the recording. You can ask more questions, but it is a phenomenal product. And we also released an electrolyte called Max 2O that is not too salty and not too sugary, and it's got healthy sugar, healthy sweetener of stevia in there. So it's a great product. So excited that you guys joined us tonight, and super thankful for these products. I've used high-end products for, many, many years, and I've never used products like the products at Partner Co. So we're really excited, super excited, super grateful. The drops are I always say the drops kind of like help you take a peek into the door, the Partner Co door, to see what else we have, because there's so many phenomenal products that we have. So thanks for joining us tonight, you guys. I'm going to stop the recording, and then if anyone has any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Thanks for your patience too.